What is going on, guys? Inside New York Sports Podcast here, and today we have some breaking news. Panarin is going to the Los Angeles Kings, per Adam Schefter, actually, and a bunch of other guys, Emily Kaplan as well. This sucks, man. This sucks. And the thing that sucks is honestly the return and everything that went into this move, right? The trade freeze ended at 3 o'clock. This got done at around 3 o'clock. Honestly, like right at the deadline, they made this move. And Artemi Panarin has been nothing but a great player for the New York Rangers. We've talked about it, potential destinations. I thought he was going to be Washington Capitol or, and then the Tampa Bay Lightning swooped in, that they might be the favorites, and then the LA Kings. The only team that Artemi Panarin wanted to go to was the LA Kings. So that makes it harder on Chris Drury. That makes it harder on the staff to make a move because you can only trade with that team. That was the only team Panarin wanted to go to, which is kind of shocking to me, to be totally honest. I thought he would go with the Lightning, right? You join Kucherov. If Florida was somehow able to make a move, you could pair him with his best buddy, Sergei Bobrovsky. And then, honestly, if he even became an Anaheim Duck, that's where a bunch of Rangers have landed as well and have had good careers there. But no. The New York Rangers acquire Liam Greentree, a 20-year-old left-handed shot, was a first-round pick in 2024, 26th overall, captain of the Windsor Spitfires of the OHL, and currently in this season, he has 23 goals, 22 assists in 34 games. That is not the issue. I kind of figured they were going to have to give up their top prospect in order to get Artemi Panarin. The fact that they couldn't get a first-round pick, and I understand, he's not like a... he had the no movement clause and everything like that. But, it's just unfortunate, man. It really is. Like, this trade, I'm looking at Twitter right now of everything. But it's just like, you couldn't get a first-round pick. Like, that is, like, the starting point. If I called the Los Angeles Kings general manager, I want a first-round pick and your top prospect for Artemi Panarin. If they got that done, totally fine with it. I knew Artemi Panarin was going to get traded. That's not what I'm pissed off about. I'm pissed off about that Chris Drury still has a freaking job for this team, and he sucks at it. He sucks at his job. Artemi Panarin only wanted the Kings. Okay, fine. He has a no-movement clause. That's understandable. Obviously, there's not much leverage that you can do with that because that's his no-movement clause, which is, one of the main things that I do hate is no-movement clause, no trade clause, all of that BS for the NHL. I'm already seeing that this is a guy that has questionable skating. This sucks. I am pissed off, man, of this return. Ranger fans, feel free to comment, but there is nothing happy about this team. They already stink. They're 22, 28, and 6 this season. Bottom of the Metro, bottom in everything, and this is what they get. They don't deserve anything. They don't deserve Igor Shesterkin, Adam Fox. They don't deserve good players. This team deserves to rot and be bad for a lot of years now. They can't hit on draft picks. They try to invest in these prospects. It doesn't work. They trade their prized possession for not even a first-round pick. This is a talented player. He's one of the best left wingers still in the NHL, even at age 34, I think, whatever it is. Like, he's a guy that still can give you a point per game, still has an elite shot, still is one of the best passers in the game, and you don't get a first-round pick for this guy. Chris Drury should be fired today, along with him trading Artemi Panarin, who's been a fan favorite. Get Chris Drury out of the office. Get Chris Drury out of the office and figure out how to fix his team with somebody else. Somebody that has a brain that can actually make trades that make sense. On what planet does Artemi Panarin not get dealt for a first-round pick? This isn't like if this was the Trocheck trade, I wouldn't be mad about it, right? You get a third round pick conditional. I'm not sure if that conditional third can become a first. I haven't seen the details of that. I'm still like checking Twitter for all of that. But this is just awful, man. This is just an awful feeling. I want to know your guys' thoughts. I already know a bunch of Ranger fans are pissed. They have every right to be pissed. If that was the fucking trade, you should have just kept him, dude. You should have just kept him. If that was the trade that you were going to do, you should have just kept him. I want Chris Drury fired today. Chris Drury should be fired for his actions, for getting robbed from the LA Kings. This is a terrible trade. That is really all I have to say. The New York Rangers have traded Artemi Panarin for a prospect that apparently has questionable skating, can score in the so actually got traded to the Kings. So this is what Frank Cervelli said. Artemi Panarin 50% retained for Liam Greentree, a conditional third and a conditional 2026 third and a conditional 2028 fourth. And the third round pick becomes a second round pick with the LA Kings winning one playoff round. The fourth only transfers if LA wins 2 rounds. So essentially, the Rangers are fucked. The Rangers are... This trade is fucking terrible. This trade is so bad. There's no way the LA Kings are winning a round. And put off that, they're not winning 2 rounds. Avalanche, Vegas, if they meet up again, if Edmonton plays them for like the 7th year in a row, they're not beating them. I mean, honestly, I'll check the standings for you guys, just for the Western Conference of where they're at. Are they beating the Wild? I don't know. They're not beating the Dallas Stars. I know that for sure. I don't even know if they could beat the Ducks, right? Can they beat the Kraken? Fuck. Man. Chris Drury stinks. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Subscribe. Let's go Rangers, I guess. Fire Chris Drury.